Once upon a time, in a lush green forest nestled between tall oak trees and bubbling streams, lived a clever frog named Freddy. Freddy wasn't like the other frogs who spent their days lounging by the pond and catching flies. No, Freddy had big dreams and an even bigger imagination. One sunny morning, as Freddy hopped around exploring the forest, he stumbled upon a peculiar sight, a shiny golden crown lying by the edge of the pond. Curious and excited, Freddy picked up the crown with his tiny webbed feet and put it on his head. Instantly, he felt a surge of wisdom and cleverness flow through him. With the crown atop his head, Freddy decided he would use his newfound intelligence to help his friends and the creatures of the forest. His first task was to solve a problem that had been troubling the rabbits. They couldn't figure out how to cross a wide, fast-flowing river to reach a field of juicy carrots on the other side. Freddy thought for a while and then came up with a brilliant plan. He called upon his friend, the wise old owl who lived in the tallest tree in the forest. Together, they gathered long sticks and vines and built a sturdy bridge across the river. The rabbits were overjoyed and thanked Freddy for his clever idea. Word of Freddy's wisdom spread quickly through the forest. Soon, animals from far and wide sought his advice. The squirrels asked him how to store nuts for the winter without them getting moldy. Freddy taught them how to dry the nuts in the sun before storing them safely. One day, a family of birds approached Freddy with a problem. They needed a new nest as their old one had become too small for their growing chicks. Freddy put on his crown and thought deeply. He gathered soft feathers, strong twigs, and leaves and helped the birds build the most comfortable and spacious nest they had ever seen. As Freddy helped more and more animals with his clever solutions, he became a beloved figure in the forest. He wore the golden crown proudly, not for its shine, but for the wisdom it brought him and the joy of helping others. But Freddy knew that the crown did not belong to him forever. One day, he placed it gently by the side of the pond where he had found it. As he hopped away, he heard a faint whisper of thanks from the forest itself, a reminder that true cleverness comes from the heart and a willingness to help others. And so, Freddy the Clever Frog continued to live in the forest, sharing his wisdom and kindness with all who crossed his path, knowing that sometimes the smallest creatures can make the biggest difference in the world.